Hello, and welcome to the Red Hat Ansible Automates event. I'm Joe Fitzgerald, Vice President and General Manager of the Management Business Unit at Red Hat, and I'd like to talk to you about why I think 2021 is the year of automation. Enterprises have dozens of tools that they use to automate different areas today. These tools tend to be tactical automation tools. They are focused on a particular problem area, particular domain, and they're used by a limited set of people with specialized skills on how to use that tool in that domain. You really need to evolve to strategic use of automation, where the same automation technology is being used across areas, between teams, and can span far more use cases than narrow purpose tactical tools. I believe automation is strategic. I'm not alone. Forrester recently came out and said that automation is strategic and is a boardroom imperative now for organizations. They should be thinking about how to leverage automation in their business. Not only is Forrester talking about it, you have IDC, who's done surveys of organizations, and the vast majority have identified that it's critical to their cloud strategy, that it's a strategic multiplier of teams' productivity. Gartner says it's a core of the changes that are impacting infrastructure and operations. So it's clear that people who are talking to organizations, we talk to a lot of customers, we also talk to the analysts, and they're all saying variants of the same thing. Automation is really important, and we need to figure out a way to use it strategically across our processes and across our teams. One of the reasons automation is particularly important now in 2021 is that technologies are getting more complicated. Processes are getting more complex. Things need to be automated across many domains. And a lot of folks are struggling with the automation challenges they face today, and things aren't stopping. The level of complexity and the speed of change is only increasing. So if you can't deal with what you have today, imagine what it's going to look like in the near term as things get more complicated. One of the reasons for this is the number of technologies that are coming into the enterprise that organizations are trying to exploit is moving faster. New technologies are showing up faster, they're getting adopted faster. You can see from the curves here that the time from introduction to adoption of technology is shortening. That puts pressure on teams to bring it in, to leverage it, to figure out how to use it in their applications, and that presents a lot of the challenge around the need for automation. There's lots of different kinds of automation. The kind of automation we're going to talk about today is around IT automation. I would argue that Ansible technology, which is based on the open source Ansible project, is basically the automation de facto standard in open source automation technologies. Red Hat Ansible is the leading automation platform that is built on Ansible technology. Ansible open source technology has become validated by the level of contributors in the open source community. That's an indicator of how many people are actually participating and advancing the technology. It's been top 10 based on the number of contributors the past 4 years in a row. The developer validation, developers select technology based on what's going to make their jobs easier and reduce friction. They pick Ansible very frequently. It's in the top 10. Red Hat has had analyst validation about our offerings based on talking to our customers and evaluating the use cases. So we've been a wave leader for the past several years. And if you look out at what's going on in the market, the number of openings for jobs, as indicated by things like LinkedIn, where the skills that people are looking for is starting to mention Ansible more and more often. When we have events like this Ansible Automates event or annual Ansible Fest, the level of interest and participation has grown dramatically in recent times. When you think about where you're at in your journey to automation, this event can help you. Red Hat and our partners can help you figure out how you get from the left side, from simple scripting, and tactical use of automation, to the right, how you can automate things across different areas and share automation at scale across teams in your organization. That has huge value to your organization. When it comes to automation in 2021, you need to step back and say, where does it stand in your strategic planning? If it's not in your strategic planning, that's a miss, and you need to look at that. What is your automation maturity level? We find when we talk to our customers that different parts of their organization are at different maturity levels, and that's okay. But how do I get those islands of automation at different levels to evolve towards strategic automation, where they're sharing the same automation technology? They're not inventing the same automation over and over, they're reusing it. They can leverage automation across teams, across geographies, across use cases. How can they do that? We can help you. Our partners in Red Hat can help you plot that automation journey and figure out how to get from where you are today to where you need to be. What we do next, this event's a great starting point for that. Learn how to start on your journey and get towards strategic automation. The faster you get there, the faster you'll realize the benefits of strategic automation. Hope you enjoy the event. Thanks you for attending. Joe Fitzgerald from Red Hat. Thanks.